Hi, this is Debbie from stampwithdeb.com, and I'm going to show you today this cute little card that I made using the Dragonfly Garden stamp set, the bundle, which includes the stamp set and the punch, which includes 2 dragonflies, and a really fun fold card. So let's get started. There's lots of stuff sitting here on my paper, but I have actually 2 cut here, and I am going to make only one of them. The other one I'm going to do with my team meeting at my team meeting today. So let me just sort out. This is the card we're going to make, and let me open this up. So it's like this. Let's get in this screen. I've changed it so my screen is even further up that way. But I want you to be able to see when I get ready to do to work. So this is the card. It opens up, and there's where you write your greeting. And that is what we're going to make. So I'm going to show you a few things about this paper and about the punch today. And so I am going to make mine this time. I'm going to make it out of Misty Moonlight. And this is cut at, let's start with this one. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 8 3/4 and scored at 5 1/2. So it creates this, the card base. Okay. And then you have one that you cut at 3 by 8 1/2 and you score it at 4 1/2. Okay. And then you have, and all these measurements are on my blog. One that's cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, which is Whisper White. And we're going to adhere this onto here. And let me grab my trusty little mat, silicone mat here so I can get my glue started. So I'm just going to attach those 2 together. Just leaving that white edge around there. Okay, and then this is going to go inside of here. Now this, I keep wanting to put on the left, but it goes on the right, the flap goes on the right, and this one is going to open this way to the left. So you're going to want to carefully attach that to this, making sure that you have it going the correct direction. So my flap is opening this way, and I'm just going to put that right in there, just like so. This is really a quick and easy card. Now, when I cut the paper, this paper you can see has, the DSP has the same, this is cut from the same piece. You can do it from the same piece, or you can do it from a different piece, like this one. Okay, so one of these is cut at 2 3/4 by 4, and that's the one that's going to go here. And the other one is cut at 2 3/4, 4 by 3, 4 by, let's check, by 3. Okay, so, but this one is going to get flipped over this way. So watch your pattern too. If you're cutting it for this, make sure that your pattern is going the right direction. You have a pattern on it. Open that up and just make sure my pattern is right side up and attach that to there. It just gives that, this is a pretty busy paper. I love it though. And so it kind of, just using a small piece of it really adds to my card, and yet it doesn't overwhelm it. Okay, and then this is going to go on the front of here. And so this is going on the flap. Okay, then I've cut a circle with the stitched shapes dies, and that's going to go on the front of here. And I probably should pop that up, but I'm not going to. Before I do that though, I think I want to add a greeting. How's that sound? So I have a 3/4 inch strip here. Yeah, 3/4 inch strip. And I'm just going to stamp for a true friend on that. And then I'm just going to flag the ends here with a pair of scissors. Probably should trim that off a little bit first. And I'm going to cut this at an angle because I know that my circle is at an angle. So because I want to hide that under my circle. We're going to trim that off a little bit more. Just so I can trim that in a little closer. 3/4 is a pretty big flag. But I don't want my tails to be too long. There we go. That's better. Okay, let's close this up before I put my hand in it or something else. Okay, so this is going to go on the back of my circle, just like so. And then I'm just going to attach it. And it's okay if it sticks out over it. I kind of want my circle in the center so it's a focal point. Okay, and then I am going to, what am I going to do now? I'm going to put some butterflies on there, dragonflies. So the dragonfly paper is amazing. I love this. And I love that our punches out the dragonfly paper. But if you do it, if you watch here closely, if I line this big dragonfly up, then my little dragonfly is not lined up. Can you see that, guys? So in order to line him up, then I'd have to punch my big one. So cut your dragonflies apart. That's my best recommendation, is just to cut them apart. And that way you'll get use out of the big ones and the little ones. So this blue one is the one I'm going to use for the front of mine. And you see now I have a problem because my paper is not big enough. So I'm going to grab just a little sticky note here. There it is. And attach it to my dragonfly. Just a little trick. So I have a handle. I just want a handle. I don't care if it gets punched. It's just, I need to have a handle. Whoops, and my handle's in the wrong place. So my handle's going to have to go up here, and I'm going to stick it on the back so I can see where I'm punching. And just line him up, just like that. Okay, so punched both of them, no big deal. Okay, so we're going to attach him, and I want a little one. And since I'm doing the yellow, I think I will take this little yellow one here. And the dragonflies are different sizes. The little teeny tiny ones, there's no punch to punch them up. So once again, I'm going to cut this out. And attach it to my sticky note scrap. Slip that in here. Punch him. Now I have a little yellow one. Okay, now let's attach these little guys. So I am going to attach this with a dimensional. Peel off my extra or two. Just because I want him to stay raised up when he goes through the mail. And stick him right there. And then I'm going to put my little one on with just a glue dot. And I'm going to bend up the wings on him, on my dragonfly. And I'm going to, this is the one time I will tell you to touch your glue dots. Although I'm going to use a pair of tweezers, because the oils from your hands will make your glue dots not stick as well. But what I want is I just want a piece. I want it to roll up, so that it's just in the center so his wings will come up. I'm just going to attach him right there. Okay, and then I'm going to use, since I used Misty Moonlight and it's one of our in colors, I'm going to use some of our in color, what are they called? Of course, the container is turned over backwards. The in color enamel dots. It's been a while since I've used them. Forgot the name of them. So I'm just going to put one here, one here, and I think the third one down there. Okay, so this is a super simple card. It's all the prep was done ahead of time, cutting the papers and everything. You can grab the measurements off my blog at stampwithdeb.com and then go ahead and create the card. If there's any supplies that you need, please, I would love to be your demonstrator if you don't have one. If you have one, please contact your demonstrator to order your supplies. Thank you. I hope you'll join me again soon.